Hello everyone. Today our topic is Oracle SQL language. By the end of this course, you will be able to write basic SQL queries in database. What we learned in the previous video. What is SQL, why SQL commands, what is RDBMS, table, field, record, column, and database normalization. I hope you guys are able to understand all the topics which we learned in the last video. If you have any doubt, any question, just ask your question from TutorOps and we will get back to you as soon as possible to resolve your questions. What are we going to learn from this video? SQL Basic Knowledge. Which topic we will cover? SQL data types, SQL operators, and SQL expressions. So let's start with SQL data types. What is data type? Suppose we are creating a table. In the table, we already told in the last video, we have to build some columns. What type of data we will store in that column? How we will come to know that one? By looking into the table structure. Yes, we can able to understand what type of data we stored in a particular column, looking into the data types of that column. Data type is nothing but it's a definition of that column, you can say. Like what it will store integer type data means in that column, but if you are seeing one id column, and in that id column it's showing the data type is int, so it means it is in that column whatever the row is there, every row contains only the integer kind of data. If it is a character, then that means it is storing character type data. This data type concept is it's universal, you can say. Like it's not only present in SQL, it's present in C, C++, Java, Oracle, your Python, PHP, whatever the language is there, data type is the base of every language. So without data type, you will not able to understand, you will not able to create any program. So first thing, whenever you are learning any programming language, you have to know about the data types. What are the data types present in your programming language? What are the features it is there present in that particular programming language? So those kind of things you have to learn first. Here also in SQL, data types is there, which we are using at the creation of the table creations process, which we are actually we will use that particular data types in table creation process. So SQL data types is an attribute that specifies the type of data of any object. This is the, you can say, the definition of the SQL data types. Each column, variable, and expression has a related data type in SQL. You can use this data types while creating your tables. You can choose a data type for a table column based on your requirement. So, till this point, I think you guys cleared why we need data types in SQL. So let's see what are the different data types present in SQL. Exact numeric data types, approximate numeric data types, date and time data types, character string data types, Unicode character string data types, binary data types, and miscellaneous data types is present. Let's start with exact numeric data types. Here is a list of the data types which is present in SQL: big int, small int, tiny int, bit, decimal, numeric, money, small money, and it has a different range. You can able to see in screen that the range is already present, and the int is 2 1 4 7 4 8 3 6 4 8 to 2 1 4 7 4 8 3 6 4 7, like that. Uh, Now I am jumping into the coding section. I will show you how we are using this exact numeric data types in our coding level. Let's create a table first. I'm creating a table, create table ABC, call one. I'm creating a column with integer type data type. Okay. Okay, name is exist already, so I am giving it to ABCD data. Okay, table created. Great. Now I will insert one record, integer type record, into this column. Insert into a values and 97. Okay, this is the integer. I'm inserting in that one. Great, it's inserted. Now let's see what inserted in this particular table. Exactly whatever we inserted, that is showing here. Now, suppose I want to insert a decimal value here in this column with this 1665, 615. Okay, I'm trying to insert this record. It's showing inserted. Now let's see what is inserted in this table. Yeah, you can able to see it is taking the ceiling function of that variable, because this is an exact numeric data type. That's why it is only storing the integers, not any decimal values. Suppose you are trying to insert any decimal value with which is greater than 0.5, then it will take the ceiling function of the mathematics, and it will plus one with that previous number. And if you are giving less than 0.5, then it will take the float function and it will insert the below value. So here we are passing 0.615, which is greater than 0.5. That's why it is inserted 91719 instead of 91718.615. It is inserted into the table 91719. So this is how the exact numeric database works. So whenever you are trying to insert or trying to store exact number kind of thing, then we will use int data type. And now if we want to store the whatever the value we are storing, 91718.615, that exact amount, exact decimal I want to store in my database, then what we have to do? We have to we have to use approximate numeric data type, which is float, real. So with this data type, we can store the decimal values. So let's see another example. I'm dropping this table, drop table, tag data, and table is dropped. Now I'm creating the same table again. Create table ag data. L1 is float. Table created. Now I'm trying to insert a record. Insert into act data values 561198. Okay, and I want to run this one. One more inserted. Great. Now I want to see the record. Select star from act data. It is storing exact value 15516.18, means no decimal is lost here. Suppose in this table I want to store exact numeric value. So what will happen? Suppose I want to store this data. This is exact numeric value, and like this one. So that will also store in this column. So in the float data type, you can store decimal values as well as the numeric value, exact numeric value. So both will you can store without any loss, data loss. Third one is date and time data types. So there have a data time, date time, small date time, date time. Those things is there. So let's see one another example of date and time. I'm dropping this table act data first. Drop table act data, and I'm wanted to create table act data. Call one is date. So date is the data type of call one. Now I am inserting a record. Insert into act data values where we are passing sysdate. One row inserted. Let's see what is stored in this table. Select star from act data. Yeah, date is stored 22nd Feb 2021. So date is stored here. So in this column right now we can able to store date. Now if I want to store an integer data here in the same column, what will happen? Let's see. I want to store 1. Inconsistent data types. Expected date got number. So whenever you're trying to insert a different data in your different data types table column, then it will throw some error. So with that you can able to understand that it is expecting date, but you send a number here instead of date. So that's why it is not able to insert any record in your table. So if you are querying the same table again, it will return only one record, which is previous one, 22nd February 2001. It is not inserting one. So you have to insert particular same data which you should pass into the column. So you have to insert the same data type. It should work with same data type only. So this is date, and you have to insert date only. So this is how it will work. Or whenever you are sending different data types, then it will throw errors. Now the fourth one is character strings data type. They have char, varchar max, text is there. So there are two things is there: char, varchar. I will tell you the difference between char and varchar through coding. Okay. First, I will drop this table again. Drop table this. Okay. Now I'm creating a table again with two columns. All one is char. And now we have to define the size of that column. Means how much length it will take in your memory. So I am defining it 100 length it will take in your column 1. Now column 2 is varchar to 100. So this is also will take 100 character in your memory location, but it's a dynamic allocation for varchar 2. How it works? I will explain it right away. So table is created now. Now I am trying to insert one record. Insert into act data values boy, and another boy I am inserting in call 2 also. So one row inserted. Let's see the what is inserted in the table. Boy. Call 1 is also boy, call 2 is also boy. Now, what is the difference between CAD and varchar 2? Let me explain you. So, when you are inserting boy in call 1, it is taking 100 space in your memory allocation. Means when it's storing storing this value boy in your memory, it is taking 100 space. because you are defining char as a 100 space as a limit. But when you are passing the same value boy in call 2, it is taking only three spaces in your memory, because bar char means it will create it will allocate your memory at runtime based on your data. So based on data, whenever it's a big big length of your data, it will take that much only space in your memory allocation for varchar 2. But whereas in char, it will, whatever the data size will be there, it will take the same value which you defined at the time of coding. So it will take all the time 100. Let's see how it is showing. If I'm taking length DTH call 1, and I'm call 1 is, and this is the length of call 1, length of call 1. And same thing I will do for call 2 also. Call 2, call 2, call 2. What will show? Let's see. Okay, some comma is missed. Okay. Yeah, boy call 1. It is taking 100 length because I am defining the call 1 as a 100 character. But for boy second call, it is taking only 3 character because we are using varchar 2 instead of char in the second column. So it is taking only 3 character in your memory allocation. So as per memory, we are using that memory allocation very effectively using varchar 2 instead of char. Now here in this picture, you can able to see that they have considered varchar, but I am using varchar 2 because varchar 2 is the upgraded version of varchar. So we can use the new latest version, which is varchar 2. The third one is the fifth one is a Unicode character strings data type, that is also same like in char, in varchar, in varchar max, in text, same like the previous one. Binary data types. Binary data types is a, you can store use as a, if you want to store binary data in your database, then we can use binary, var binary max, image, those kind of data types. And that data types you can use blob. If you want to store any text value or any big file in your database, then that time we can use blob or blob, those kind of data types. So blob is also there in your data types as a data types. Some miscellaneous data types is SQL variant, which stores values of various SQL server supported data types except text, in text, and timestamp. Timestamp stores a database wide unique number that gets updated every time a row gets updated. Then unique identifier, XML, cursor, table. So cursor and table is actually where maximum way of industry are using in PL SQL. I am a Oracle application developer, and in my industry, whenever we are doing a PL SQL program, that time we are using this cursor, this table. This last table is not is a physical table, it's a PL SQL table. You can know this concept of table in your PL SQL training process. And with that PL SQL table, you can create a dynamic data set through which you can easily do some transaction or activity in the dynamic way only, means whenever the program is running, that time it is creating a data set, and it is storing in your cache memory, and in that cache memory it is doing that whole activity server cache. It's totally server cache, and in that server cache through it is running full everything, and it is passing the data into the main report. So this is the another concept of table, which can explain in your PL SQL training process. Same for cursor also. So SQL operators. SQL operator is SQL arithmetic operators, comparison operators, logical operators. Three operators is there. Like plus, minus, multiplication, division, modulus, then is equal to, not equal to, that is second, greater than, less than is also not known as a not equal to, greater than, less than. So these are the greater than, equal to, less than, equal to, not equal to, less than. So all these are the comparison operators. Why we are using this comparison operator? When we are trying to do some filtration in your data set, that time we have to use some comparison operator. Like suppose I'm creating this as a subquery or table, or it's a view. I created a view from here and select star from where um, okay, let me insert another row also here in this table, then it will looks good. Boy and girl and girl. Okay, one row inserted. Now if I want to check what are the values is present in this column or table, two records is present. Okay, so if I want to put one logic here where len call 2 is equal to 3, so it is returning only one record. So we're using is equal to operator, and with this comparison we can able to filter one record from your whole data set. So we are using comparison operator here. If I want to put like this way, not equal to, and what will happen? Record 4 is coming right now. Previously record 3 was coming, now 4 is coming. So with this not equal to operator, comparison operator, we are getting different data set which is not came when we run it for is equal to comparison operator. So this is how we can this is how the comparison operators we have to use at the wire condition or filtration to filter your data set. Next one is logical operators. Logical operators is all and any, between, exists, in, like, not, or, is null, unique. So this all these logical operators we will come to know uh, in depth in our next video. But how it is we can use this one. This is also we have to use an wide condition when we try to attach multiple conditions in your query. That time we have to use and, odd operator, all, any, between, exist, those these operators we have to use. So this is this we have to use based on our requirement, logical requirement. So first we have to know the requirement, then we have to put those requirement in our query, in our query's filter part or where condition part. Like if I want to put like this way, and all to like the percentage. So it is returning girl one, but if I am giving it to B, it will not return any record because in that particular column, this both the condition is not matching perfectly. That's why it is not returning any value. When I am giving the same thing here again, the G percentage, that time it is satisfying the first one. The lane call 2 is not equal to 3, which is actually 4. It is satisfying this one. Next one is the call to like G percentage. It's also successfully pass the second condition. So that's why it is returning the value. Here we are using AND operator as a logical operator, and we attaching two condition in a in your query. So it is right now filterize with two condition. Previously it was filterized with one condition, which is only this one. Now I want to add another condition with your filtration. That's why I added this one. So suppose I am inserting one other record. Mm, ODL. Okay. Let's see what will happen. I am trying to insert this another record with 4 character. So right now 3 records is there in this table. If I run this query only, then it will show 3 records, 4 4. Len call is 4 4, but call to is Odil and girl. Call to is girl for the next one. Okay. Now if I run, if I run this query, only one record is coming, because first filtration will give you the first filtration will return you 2 records. Correct, both the records is coming in for first filtration. Now I want to insert another condition. I am inserted another condition with call to. Now it is filter, it did more filter over your data set, and it is returned only one record. So this is how logical operator will work. Last part is the expression, Boolean expression, numeric expression, and date expressions. When you are running like is equal to exact match will work, that time it will return you the it will looks like a Boolean expression. Like SQL Boolean expression fetch the data based on matching a single value. Following is the syntax: select column 1, column 2, column n from table name where single value matching expression. Like this query select star from customers, they have nothing in where condition, so it is returning all the record. If you are not putting any where condition, it means where is equal where 1 is equal to 1, means it's a Boolean expression for this. Another example is in previous query it is returning all the customers, but when we are trying to return only one record based on my salary, suppose I want only 10,000 salary whoever have, that record should come. That time we are writing select star from customers where salary is equal to 10,000. It will return only single record, because that record only satisfy the main where condition where salary is equal to 10,000. So this is also known as Boolean expressions. Numeric expression is nothing but it's a addition. I already showed you those examples. It's a numerical expression like select 15 plus 6 as addition from dual is known as 21. It will return 21. So you can do your numeric thing through your SQL also. Like if you want to do like select 6 into 4 as a from dual, then it will return 24. So it is doing that numeric calculation in your SQL server, and it is returning you the value of that one. We have several inbuilt function, which is average, sum, count. It will perform. This is known as a aggregate data function or data calculation function. We will come to know this thing in our later video, and we will explain you the further in this particular topic, aggregate function. And last one is the date expression. Whenever you are trying to see the sys date or trying to see the current timestamp, we can use this direct expressions, current timestamp, get date or sys date. Then only we will the server will return you the server sys date or server current timestamp, everything. So that is also known as a date expressions. So with this, we are completing the today's video, and we will, if you have any question, any doubt, please post that question in the below ask query section, and we will try to resolve your doubt or queries as soon as possible. Thank you.